The Sun King Ascendant, Unveiling the Majesty and Myth of Louis XIV. Imagine a monarch who so thoroughly embodied the power and prestige of his nation that he became its very symbol. His reign, an era of unparalleled grandeur and enduring legacy. Step into the opulent world of Louis XIV, Louis le Grand, Louis the Great, or the Sun King, whose 72-year rule over France transformed the kingdom into the dominant power of Europe, and whose court at Versailles became the envy of the world. His story is a captivating tapestry woven with threads of absolute power, artistic brilliance, and the dazzling, sometimes blinding, light of royal ambition. Born in 1638, Louis inherited the throne at the tender age of 4, a period of regency marked by political intrigue and instability. However, the young king possessed an innate sense of his own divine right to rule, a conviction that would shape his entire reign. As he matured, Louis displayed a keen intellect, a commanding presence, and an unwavering determination to consolidate royal authority and elevate France to its zenith. The true commencement of Louis XIV's personal rule in 1661, following the death of his chief minister Cardinal Mazarin, marked a turning point in French history. He famously declared, "L'État, c'est moi, I am the state," a statement that encapsulated his belief in absolute monarchy. He meticulously centralized power, diminishing the influence of the nobility and establishing a highly efficient administrative system directly under his control. Intendants, royal officials dispatched to the provinces ensured the king's will was executed throughout the realm. Louis XIV understood the power of image and meticulously cultivated the persona of the Sun King, with Apollo, the Greek god of light and the arts, as his emblem. This carefully constructed image permeated every aspect of his reign, from elaborate court ceremonies to the magnificent palace of Versailles. Versailles, initially a modest hunting lodge, was transformed into a sprawling architectural masterpiece, a testament to the king's power and artistic vision. Thousands of artisans, architects, and laborers toiled for decades to create this opulent palace, its gilded halls, vast gardens, and breathtaking fountains designed to awe and impress both domestic and foreign dignitaries. Versailles became the center of French political and social life, a stage where the king orchestrated elaborate rituals and ceremonies that reinforced his absolute authority and the hierarchical structure of the court. Attendance at Versailles was not merely a privilege, it was essential for any noble seeking royal favor, effectively keeping potential rivals under the watchful eye of the king. Louis XIV was a fervent patron of the arts and sciences. His reign witnessed a flourishing of French culture, often referred to as the Grand Siècle, the Great Century. He supported renowned playwrights like Molière and Racine, composers like Lully, and artists who contributed to the grandeur of Versailles. The establishment of royal academies for painting, sculpture, and science further fostered artistic and intellectual development under royal patronage. French language and culture became the standard across Europe, a testament to the kingdom's cultural dominance. However, Louis XIV's ambition extended beyond the cultural sphere. He pursued an aggressive foreign policy aiming to expand French territory and influence in Europe. Through a series of wars, often led by brilliant military strategists like Vauban, France achieved significant territorial gains, though at a considerable cost. The War of the Spanish Succession, in particular, proved to be a protracted and costly conflict that ultimately tempered French expansionist ambitions. The grandeur of Louis XIV's reign came at a significant financial price. The construction of Versailles, the lavish court life, and the constant wars drained the French treasury, laying the seeds for future economic woes. While his policies fostered a sense of national unity and strengthened the central government, they also sowed resentment among certain segments of the population burdened by heavy taxation. Despite these long-term consequences, the impact of Louis XIV's reign on France and Europe was profound. He solidified the power of the French monarchy, established France as the leading power on the continent, and left an indelible mark on European culture and aesthetics. Versailles remains a potent symbol of royal power and artistic achievement, attracting millions of visitors each year. Louis XIV died in 1715 after an extraordinary reign that shaped the destiny of France for generations to come. He left behind a kingdom that was both admired and envied, a nation that had reached the zenith of its power and influence under the unwavering gaze of the Sun King. His story is a compelling exploration of absolute power, the allure of grandeur, and the enduring legacy of a monarch who truly believed himself to be the embodiment of the state. To understand the dynamics of 17th and early 18th century Europe and the enduring mystique of absolute monarchy, one must delve into the magnificent and complex reign of Louis XIV, the Sun King Ascendant.